The year is 1917 more. On All Hallows Eve, Germans bring war and thunder unheard. The sounds of that of a mighty warbird. Look in the sky. Is it bird? No, it's plane. Von Richthofen, the Red Baron, is his name. 80 men tried and 80 men died. But Baron von Richthofen has buried them all along the countryside. No one, it seems, can end the killing spree of the Red Baron. Now it seems they run and flee. But out of the darkness, a hero arose. A strange-looking dog with a big black nose. And the jacket and hat of a pilot taking pose. Snoopy is his name. Revenge is his game. Tonight it's the Red Baron that Snoopy aims to shame. He swore to the skies he'd get that man, the German in red who'd seen 80 men dead. Snoopy asked the Great Pumpkin for a new war plane and a battle plan, for it will take all Snoopy's wit to bring down this man. Usually Joe Cool, but now the flying ace. Snoopy rides a Sopwith camel, red scarf blowing in the air, searching for Richthofen, for he knows he'll meet him there. He watches and he looks here and there. The Red Baron, he hunts. Snoopy's not scared. Contact is made. Snoopy aims on the Baron. Twin machine guns roaring, that's what Snoopy's carrying. They merge once, they merge twice. The Red Baron and Snoopy keep rolling the dice. Snoopy in his shot-up Sopwith camel he rides. The Baron his Fokker DR1 with triple-winged panels alongside. They merge and merge, both taking hits. But as the Baron starts to laugh, the camel is giving Snoopy fits. It spits, it sputters, and suddenly down it goes. But wait, a landing is made by the Red Baron's foe. Snoopy may be down, but not yet out. Now behind enemy lines, he must get out. The French countryside could be enemy or friend to thee, so our World War I ace sneaks like it's hide and seek, using his nose and all of his wits. Snoopy does well staying out of German mitts. Our World War I ace, bomber jacket, scarf, goggles and all, will rise again, hearing the Great Pumpkin's call to bring war to the Baron for the sake of us all. Go, go, Joe Cool, we believe in thy steel, our World War I ace. Bring that Red Baron down with all of your skill.
All right, and now we're on to episode 3.
3, yeah, making up for lost time. Yeah, and we were just talking about Halloween myths and legends, and dude, like, I don't know, what was your favorite costume, I guess, of all time? Like, if you had to pick a character.
Me?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, everybody else was wanting to be superheroes. I wanted to be Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. Okay. Okay. What about you, Kegs?
I don't know. Like I said, I was never really big into Halloween, so I wasn't.
Never really had
I
it.
never really paid any attention to it.
Well, mine was always RoboCop. I don't know why. It was just a challenging one to build. We built one out of cardboard. It was pretty accurate.
Right?
Oh yeah, dude.
We're gonna have to do an epic rap battle thing one day where the one with RoboCop versus Terminator being your RoboCop guy.
Yes, absolutely. And I don't know. if we get lucky, the patrons can see that probably. We'll do specials like that.
Outfit.
Oh yeah, like a good one.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be next level.
I mean, it's easy to get good Darth Vader, costumes, but RoboCop, that seemed like that would be because RoboCop was so robotic, more so than Vader, I guess.
Well, so Z-Man has a Darth Vader costume. It'd be neat if we could do like collaborations, kind of like we're doing the in real life walk around deals. Get some people interacting.
You do not know the power of the dark side.
Basically,
Listen to Pandora Jones.
who's my father?
Well, you got. It's crazy how Halloween's always had the ghouls and goblins. You're gonna have your witches and black cats and you had. Now that movie, when it come out, what was that? The witch. The witch.
The Witcher.
The witch of the that one with the people are like doing the documentary and right after that witch, the Blair Witch.
Oh, the Blair. Yeah.
That was pretty freaky.
Yeah, and then so many people started ripping it off.
And then now that Jeepers Creepers was kind of creepy. It had me where if I ever seen one of them vehicles, I was gonna shoot it. There wasn't gonna be no.
That one actually got me too. Yeah.
Don't show up in my yard one of them trucks because I'll shoot it.
Absolutely, that one got me too. Like no joke. I don't know. What's one of the best Halloween parties you ever been to? Was it when you were a kid or adult? I have a story.
I haven't been to a good Halloween party actually in a long time, so.
Well, dude, so this is when I was like 17, 18. So my parents had these friends that were like millionaires. And for some reason they decided to throw this big Halloween bash costume party. And these people had like barns and fucking like guest houses and shit, but everybody's drunk, right? Including me. Like my parents let me because I wasn't going anywhere. And I remember like my uncle goes to sit on this hammock and literally flips around twice, like 360, and fell out of this hammock and rolled down a hill. It was hilarious. But I think it was the first time I ever got drunk, and it was just the wildest party ever. Like it was crazy. Like people are dressed up in adult themed stuff.
It was a good one. It was a good story. All right, now this was near Halloween, so it's basically like a Halloween party, but this was after the party where we were staying at my buddy Harold's camp house, and we were there, just those guys, and this is when I learned you do not pass out first from drinking, and I drank a lot, and I passed out still wearing glasses in. I didn't have contacts yet. Well, I woke up in a train station. Somebody stuck a Tabasco bottle upside down in my mouth.
Oh no.
I come to, and I see him, and I go to chase him. I go to grab my glasses. I go to put them on. Well, they had put Vaseline on my lenses, so I couldn't see. I threw the glasses off, and I could see their shapes. And I played football without glasses. I could see shadows moving, so I started chasing them. And they were running. They knew if I got my hands on them, it was going to be bad. Well, I run out the back glass. They had a sliding glass door in the camp. There's a big camp house. I remember they run out and scattered. Well, my buddy Gabe, I was bearing down on him. I was about to catch him. I was reaching out to grab him. And I was running flat out. And I'd never seen the guy go off that power pole.
Oh no.
And he caught me like across the chest. He cut me a flip. And Gabe got away, and they run back in the house and closed the doors. I said, all right, I got you. Okay. Well, I went and found the ladder, and they had a fire going, and I went all the way up to the top of the chimney and had found some old felt tarps and stuff, and took it and I plugged the chimney. And
Smoked them out. Yeah, smoked them
I
out.
ended up smoking them out. And I remember one buddy of mine, Rob, I found him, he wouldn't have nothing to do with it. He was younger. It was his first time staying away from the house like that. He'd never been to us like that before. He was in the bathroom huddled behind the toilet.
Petrified.
I'm like, I don't think you had nothing to do with it. I'm not after you. And let him go. But yeah, I ended up smoking them out of the camp house. There was smoke blowing out the cracks of the doors and windows and everything else. They ended up having to come out there.
Well,
And had a big truce. And so yeah, that was kind of a Halloween party.
well, thinking about that, like, so people don't know this, but our first Halloween special got taken down because of self-harm prevention. We had some people hanging in the background, right? Well, we obviously got that fixed, but the reason I bring it up is long of the short, you're gonna see these next two dropped on top of each other, and that's just because again we were busy. So I don't know. You guys got plans for this Halloween?
Something, I don't know if it's scaring people in the neighborhood or I'm gonna scare somebody or something if I can dress up in a ghillie suit and run around like Bigfoot.
Well, and I know Kegs has got kids. Do you usually take them trick or treating? I know you kind of live out in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, yeah, we'll take a ride over to a neighborhood we know is safe, and we'll take a walk around at home. But
That's
other
good.
than that, that's pretty much it. They slap on some dumb movie or another, and I take a nap in my chair
Yeah, yeah.
after we get back. That's pretty much the gist of it.
You know, speaking of that, we've all heard this rumor, by the way, but razor blades in the candy. I've never been able to find one documented case of that.
There has been a documented case. It's a myth, kind of an urban legend.
Really? Well, and I was curious if you guys had heard anything about that in your regions.
No, it's always meant to just keep an eye out on, your kids and what they pick up and who they see mainly. If it's walk up to a house and it looks like Adam's family or something, or douche, throws rocks at kids or something like that, you may not want to visit that house.
Well, and did you guys end up checking kids' candy? Like, I've done it for my daughter before.
Yeah. My stepson's here. I would check it a little bit, make sure they had everything was, nothing was tampered with. No open candy, no open candy bars or nothing like that. No poison apples, things like that.
Well, I just thinking about that. For Halloween to be kind of built on, scary and, even tricking, people. It is one of the most trusting holidays in the world. The more you think about it, you really have to trust in your neighbors and shit, huh?
Well, basically began where if you did something wrong, you were, pissing off the dead, so, even with sewing, it was a party. It was before it actually Hallows Eve or, the Hallowtide or whatever. And when it was just sewing, they had, not only was it to pay taxes, it was to drink and party and meet and talk and celebrate the harvest and celebrate, the coming of, I guess, winter and things of that nature. And it, souls were supposedly able to come back and walk the earth and some of those songs could be, I guess, malevolent.
Mm-hmm.
And you had to. That's why they started wearing skins to scare them. And but yeah, but it was still trusting back then, or it started out where it was something. If you did something wrong, it could cause a curse on you and your family, basically. So it started like that, but then yeah, it graduated to being a $1 billion industry that now has a lot of trust.
Well, and the more I think about this, we kind of touched on it before, but is there any like traditions or kind of lore to like the Viking culture kegs? Like, I think we touched on that in the first episode, but not much.
We did, and I have notes on it, but I'm ill prepared today, and my notes are in my truck.
Well,
So
you're always working though. That's not, you know.
if you give me a second, I probably got a couple things I can pull off the top of my head here, but just give me a second though, because as you stated, I am at work, and yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the season, for people that don't know, you're already like your crew's already down some. Well, you know what I thought it would be cool. I always thought it'd be cool if we ever get to travel for the channel, to be able to us three could visit the Day of the Dead there in New Orleans. I always thought that'd be cool. I have a personal infatuation with New Orleans in general.
Okay.
Yeah, you ever been there, Duke?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I've been to New Orleans quite a few times. Some wild things have happened every time I go. Um, yeah, even Mobile, Alabama, down here. Now, here's the thing. I mean, that doesn't really have to do with, it's got to do with dressing up, but here in the U.S., the like what's it? Oh, hey, the carnival, the big carnival thing in New Orleans,
Mardi Gras?
Mardi Gras. It started in Mobile, not New Orleans.
I think you mentioned that too. Yeah, like that's fascinating in general. Maybe we can do something on that at some point.
But,
like
the North, didn't they? Wasn't it called something like Alpha Blot or Alpha Blot? That they honored elves or something
Alpha Block.
and had offerings of beer and meat or some stuff like that, like meat and beer. I mean, meat and food and.
Yeah, pagan Scandinavian sacrifice to the elves towards the end of autumn, when crops had been harvested and the animals were most fat. Local celebration of homesteads, and was mainly administered. What does it say? Mainly administered by. By women of the household. Nothing is really known about these rites because it was surrounded by secrecy, and strangers were not welcome to the homesteads during these celebrations. That's pretty crazy. I've never heard of that, so always learning something.
I do know that things were prevalent in the Viking in North Florida culture. The whole witch deal and black cats. I think even Freya traveled in a chariot drawn by a black or gray cat.
Yeah, that's a curious thing, is the black cats. I never understood. I mean, I know they're bad luck, but never understood the backstory.
I was sitting there researching some of it. One telltale sign of a witch's grave, the iron staff, astral, some sort of One passage referring to this is the Havamal sayings of the High One. I know a tenth spell. If I see witches at play in the air, I can cast a spell so that they get lost, so they can't find their skins, so they can't find their minds.
Oh, that's spooky. Okay.
And that has some Viking background to it.
Well, and that's the interesting part too. Is I don't know. Like I find the regions, like the difference between our regions, interesting. I always have. Like we have a pretty good cross section. So between us four, you, me, Zan, and Kegs. So we got Zan, what, in Texas. We got Kegs, basically the Ooper, almost Canada. You're down in the south, and I'm literally right in the center of the country. Like, I'm super proud of that, dude. Like, I don't know. We got lucky, boys. But we're about at that time. Do you want to wish? You guys want to wish everybody a happy Halloween, be safe, and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely, everybody be safe, and to all the pagans, enjoy sowing, and don't get in any fights over apples.
That's right. That's right.
Rose before hose, or something like that, or whatever they say.
Well, it's been a pleasure doing this with you guys and doing it for the people too.
Yeah, it's a fun thing to research. I've always loved the time around Halloween. It means cooler weather, hunting season. Oh, and speaking of Vikings, this is kind of off subject, but them poor Viking, there was a in that game we played, there was I faced 5 of them from a squad Viking something, and on my team I almost had a guy named Hot Dog Water and Hot Sauce Six. Now I just knew I was fixing to get stomped, but we ended up winning 20-7.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like those Vikings not ready for Valhalla quite yet.
Well,
get some more practice in.
Shout out to those poor souls. Sorry about that, Hot Dog Water.
Hot Dog Water and
That doesn't even sound like Freya would take them.
yeah, it was Hot Dog Water and Hot Sauce Stick.
Their heads were meant for padding.
That's right. That's right. You know, by the corrupt priest.
By the corrupt priest. Well, I'll tell you what, man. We're at that time. You want to do your thing, Kegs? Remind the peoples.
Suppose I could be such a gentle folk. You know what? No. Fuck all of you. Just leave.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I'm fully kidding. No, definitely thanks for tuning in for another one from your local goofballs, or maybe not so local, depending on your geography. Time will tell. Beyond that, obviously be safe. Check for razor blades. Also, always on a true PSA, public service announcement from Kegs. I do this every year. Call me paranoid, but I check my local website for my area to see which houses are pedophiles, and then we don't go to those ones.
That's
so, yeah,
smart. Yeah.
I actually took the time to make copies of it and circulated it around to some of the local townships that are doing sign-up based trick-or-treating for like large groups of children, and I circulated that around because some people like to try to, say that they're not, and we don't like them kind of folk up here. So, with that being said, always check your local websites. Know who your neighbor is. I do.
Yep. Protect your kids.
That's right. Touch my kids, I will absolutely go to jail, prison, or die in the process of also destroying said person.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, though, thank you guys all again for sure for tuning in. We are excited to have you guys on here. We want more communication. Tell us in the comments below whatever the hell you want. We really don't care what it is. Just say something. We have the email. Reach out via email. Be ready for that Discord to fire up for our Patreon members if you choose to do that route. We will also be doing another Anime Virgin episode here coming up shortly. We're hoping to actually maybe get Duke involved with that.
Yes.
If he so chooses, because I feel like that would be a really good time for us to cut up and have some fun. And I actually think Duke might enjoy the episodes we're watching right now, because it's a fucking masterpiece.
Quick note on the Patreon, by the way. Quick note on it. We have a special running where you can join for half off, so it's like $2 a month right now. And again, it just helps us continue doing these and hopefully a little bit better quality for you guys. So
absolutely, because we have been fighting audio like a motherfucker lately, trying to make it sound better for you guys, and
it's time to upgrade. Yeah.
It's a pain in the dick. Yeah, it's time to boost our stats, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. We need you, and you need us for the content. So
absolutely.
Whatever, anything special you guys want. Obviously, we've been telling you this for fucking months, years, even.
Years. Yeah.
Just tell us.
Yep.
Just tell us.
And we'll give it the old try.
Tell us if anybody has ever actually if we have any Filipino audience out there, I would love to know about Pang Gang Luluwa and what all goes on there. That sounds very
and how to actually pronounce it.
Yeah, yeah.
And also, if you run across a jogger, and if you don't know what it is, look it up before you go out there on Hallows Eve. If you run across one, the only way to kill it is cut its head off, so you better have a good knife or sword.
That's right. That is fully a fact. I would leave your roaming Gladys at home and grab a battle axe.
Well, and don't forget, too, guys, be sure to check out Xanatos Music. He's got some things coming up that we can't really mention, but he's doing really well right now.
Yeah, we love him. He's awesome. His compliments of all music we have. And we really appreciate him letting us use it.
Mm-hmm. And a big shout out to
Sounds good.
his record label, Bad Architect. Yeah.
Today's my dad's birthday, so shout out to GW.
Well, happy birthday, GW. And big thank you to Bad Architect Records, too, because they're allowing us to use that music as well for the moment. So
excellent. Well, that's mighty kind of them.
Yep. Well, hopefully everybody's safe. Well, everybody be safe this Halloween. We might do a Christmas special or a Thanksgiving. Who knows? Football. You just have to keep your eyes out on the Patreon, on the YouTube.
Is that thing where they kick it?
Yeah, the foosball. I'm pretty sure that's where you score the buckets.
That's right.
Sure to... What now, Kegs?
Like, subscribe, and hit that motherfucking noti bell for all of our future projects. Because we have a lot of shit on the line for all of you.
We have a lot. Over 400 episodes, people. Help us get to 500. We'll do some lives on YouTube, even.
That's right. Once we hit 500 subscribers, we will be opening up our YouTube membership, and all of our episodes will be set live to Patreons or YouTube members,
and
whichever one. Preferably Patreon, because it's just gonna be easier for us to set up. But yeah, we're gonna stream all that live for you guys, so you get to see what doesn't make it.
That's right.
To the talk show. So if you want to see what kind of goofy shit we say that old Breezy cuts out of here, well, just show up.
Just show up. Yep. Absolutely.
And if you want to have a way to communicate with us during such an episode, also become a member. And you can sit there and say whatever the hell you want, and we'll have a good time with it.
Absolutely. It'd be a party.
That's right. We can definitely make it a party.
Well, big thank you to Surf Rat and Mega Menace as well. Steve D. So they're one of the originals and of this iteration, and all of our originals that got an email from us. If you'd like to rejoin, please do. No pressure though. So, yeah, I don't know. Anything else, boys?
Pumpkin pie. I
Mmm.
can go for some of that right about now.
Oh my God, the food of Halloween, candy corn.
No, that needs to be burnt. That could go to hell. My daughter likes candy corn. I told her she needs to keep it outside.
Dude, I like it too. I don't know.
It's not allowed in the house. It's
All
just not. I literally picked up the bag, brought it outside, and threw it in the doghouse.
Oh no.
She went and retrieved it, but that's where it went. That's where it belongs.
I'm on your kiddo's side this time. It's rare. It's rare, but. All right, folks.
All of you.
Have a great Halloween. Yeah. Until next time. I love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Later.